$30,000 in negative equity. That's the enormous debt hanging over your car in your garage right now. When Elon Musk detonates the NV9, over 10 million car owners in the US could find themselves with more than double the actual value of their car in debt to the bank. The most devastating debt and liquidity crisis in the history of the American automotive industry. But how can a $25,000 EV stifle the cash flow of entire dealership networks, from Carvana to traditional giants, in just a few weeks? What drastic financial decision must you make today to avoid being buried at the bottom of this deadly spiral? Let's find out. 1. Why does one cheap Tesla wreck an entire industry?
Here's the part nobody explains right. It's not that the NV9 is some magic piece of engineering. It's math. Boring, ruthless, 7th grade math. Right now, a brand new Model 3 Standard runs you about $38,600 out the door. A used one, 3 or 4 years old, battery already chewed on by a couple hundred fast charging sessions, no warranty left? You're looking at $15,000 to $25,000. That gap used to make sense. New car, new tech, premium price. Used car, older tech, discount price. Everybody understood the deal. Now put a brand new Tesla parking itself right in the middle of that used car price range. Same badge, same supercharger network, full battery warranty, whatever the newest chip is, 0 miles on it. Would you still pay used car money for a used car? Simply drop Y or N in the comments so I can grab your thoughts. And here's the first takeaway. Don't judge your car by what you paid for it. Start judging it by what a buyer would choose instead. The day a brand new Tesla lands close to your car's price, your biggest competitor isn't another used car anymore. It's the new one. That's the number you should start watching.
That's the entire death spiral in one sentence.
When the gap between new and used shrinks to almost nothing, used stops being a deal and starts being a trap. Nobody's out here paying full price for a scratched-up iPhone 13 when the new SE costs almost the same. Cars are about to learn that lesson the hard way, and Tesla owners are standing closest to the blast radius. And look, this isn't some hypothetical horror story. We already got a preview. In January 2023, Tesla slashed new car prices almost overnight. CarMax, the biggest used car dealer in the country, watched hundreds of used Teslas fly off their lots in days because suddenly those cars were priced completely wrong for the new reality. That happened with a price cut on an existing car.
But if Tesla could erase billions in used car value by simply cutting prices, what happens when they introduce an entirely new price bracket?
That's where almost everyone gets this story wrong. They think the danger is Tesla selling one cheap car. It isn't. The real danger is what happens after millions of buyers suddenly stop seeing used cars as bargains. Because once that psychology flips, prices don't just fall. The entire market starts feeding on itself. In a second, I'm going to show you exactly what that spiral looks like in real dollars. Helix, one of my friends in Tampa, lost roughly $40,000 without crashing his car or missing a payment. If you're trying to stay one step ahead instead of one step behind, subscribe to AutoGearshift now. That's exactly what this channel is built for.
2. What does a death spiral actually look like in real dollars?
Let's go back to the story of my friend Helix. He bought a Model Y long range in 2023, paid roughly $65,000, kept it clean, charged it at home as Tesla tells you to, and put about 35,000 miles on it. Took it to CarMax expecting a fair trade-in number. They offered him $25,000, 40 grand, gone, and the car didn't crash, didn't break down, didn't do anything wrong. It just sat in a garage while Tesla kept building. Think about that for a second. The battery didn't fail. The motor didn't fail. He didn't get into an accident. The only thing that changed was the market. He's not some unlucky outlier. He's the average story. Used electric vehicle prices overall have fallen more than 40% since early 2022, while regular used gas cars only dropped around 12% in that same stretch. That's not a small gap. That's electric cars depreciating more than 3 times faster than the Corolla in your cousin's driveway. Here's the number that should actually make you put your phone down for a second. Out of every major car brand tracked in America,
Tesla owners have the worst average loan equity of all of them, with an average negative equity of around $8,000 to $10,000 per vehicle when trading in.
not close to the worst. The actual worst. Tesla is literally the only brand where the average owner owes more than the car is worth. More than BMW, more than any luxury brand you'd expect to get hit hardest. Even the big corporate players aren't safe. Hertz publicly admitted eating around $195 million in depreciation losses just on their fleet of Model 3s, which works out to almost $600 evaporating off every single car every single month just sitting on the lot. And Tesla knows exactly what this looks like from the inside because just last week, July 2026, they quietly rolled out a new program guaranteeing future resale value for buyers financing a Model 3 or Model Y. Read between the lines on that one. You don't build an insurance policy against a problem that doesn't exist. Tesla is telling you in corporate language, yeah, we did that to you once already, and we know it's about to happen again. Here's why this round is different from the last one, though, and this is the part most channels get lazy on and skip. Companies don't create protection programs because markets are healthy. They create them because customers remember pain. The 2023 crash happened because Tesla cut the price of a car that already existed. That's a one-time shock. The market can absorb a shock. It bleeds, it stabilizes. Prices actually crept back up a little in early 2026 once the dust settled. The NV9 isn't a price cut. It's a brand new product sitting underneath everything Tesla currently sells. That's not a wave hitting the shore once. That's the tide permanently coming in higher. A price cut punishes existing owners for a moment. A genuinely new, genuinely cheaper model resets what cheap Tesla means forever. And every used EV on every lot in the country has to reprice itself against that new floor, permanently, not just for one bad quarter. Which is exactly why your neighbor's Chevy Bolt and that Mustang Mach-E sitting at the dealership for 4 months straight are about to feel this just as hard as any used Tesla. When a brand new Tesla undercuts them on price, nobody's choosing the older, slower charging competitor anymore. That's not a Tesla problem at that point. That's every used EV in America getting caught in the same riptide.
Now this is the part where it stops being a story about them and starts being a story about you. 3. What tactical decisions must you make today to save your net worth? Forget vague advice like just be careful. Here's an actual decision tree.
If you're financing your car right now, stop guessing what it's worth. Pull the real trade-in number today, not the number you feel like it should be. Because studies show most owners overestimate their car's value, some by 5 figures. If you check that number and you're underwater by less than $5,000, throw extra money at the principal now before NV9 pricing becomes official. Close that gap while it's small. If you're underwater by $10,000 or more, do not under any circumstances roll that debt into a new loan chasing the next shiny Tesla. That's how people end up trapped in a financial hole for a decade over a car they don't even own yet. If your car is paid off completely and your battery warranty is still active, here's the move nobody talks about. The best time to sell isn't after Tesla officially announces NV9 pricing. It's before. The psychological gut punch to resale values kicks in. The moment the rumors get confirmed as real, way before a single unit rolls off the production line. Waiting for official news to sell is waiting for the exact moment everyone else tries to sell too. If you're planning to keep your car 5 years or longer, regardless of what happens, genuinely, none of this changes your life. Depreciation only hurts the moment you try to cash out. If you're not cashing out, you're not bleeding. And if you're driving a gas car right now, sitting in that $15,000 to $20,000 range, you might actually be holding the golden ticket here. That price point is about to become the most contested real estate in the entire used car market once cheap EVs start flooding in. Selling now, while gas cars still hold predictable value, could be smarter than anything a Tesla owner is about to go through. So which one are you, my friend in Tampa who found out the hard way, or the guy who read the room early and got out clean? Maybe the biggest lesson here has nothing to do with Tesla. It's about timing. Don't leave this video thinking, I need to sell my car tomorrow. Leave thinking, I need to understand what the market knows before I do. Because the biggest financial winners from the NV9 may not be Tesla owners at all. We'll explain who they are and why they're already preparing for what's coming, and what happens when the real purpose of the NV9 isn't to sell millions of cheap cars at all, but to make every other car in America suddenly look overpriced. We'll tackle that next.